Hello, everybody. This is a response to Addicted to Minis and Loving It. We were talking about Cull, or worse than Cull Morgan dollars, like this one. Now, this one's lost its date, but when I bought it, and silver's been going up lately, I bought it for $18. Most of the rest of these that have dates, or at least partial dates, I got for about 20 bucks. Now, some of the ones in this pile were $18 or $20 as well, especially one like this with a hole drilled in it. Now, I'm going to agree with him that you don't want to pay what APMEX and all the big dealers want for these kind of coins. They'll call them Cull Morgan dollars. And I just looked. A lot of places want 30 bucks for them, and I would not recommend that. I agree with Addicted to Minis about that. You don't pay $30 for these. Not like this. Now, he did mention these. What this is a commemorative. And this is Liberty on this side and United States of America, $1 on this side. Bicentennial of the Congress. So that's for the Congress. And then this one is for Abraham Lincoln. No, wait, it's Thomas Jefferson, sorry. But yeah, Thomas Jefferson. Now these, like he said in this video, people don't really like them that much. I got them with the presentation boxes, which are worthless, but the coin itself, if you buy one of these capsules, you're probably going to pay $1 for it. So I got one of these for 20 and the other one for 21. So he's right about that. You can get these pretty cheap. It's a little bit over melt, which was somewhere around $17 to $18 for silver dollars. But yeah, when your silver dollar is messed up like this one is, and if I remember correctly, this one was $20. I mean, I got quite a few of them here. All these were bought to be thrown into this treasure chest back here. And so I was just looking to take up space with them. But he's right. You don't pay $30 for these. And when I was talking about them, I always said, yeah, I got it for $20. But, APMEX and Hero Bullion and all these other places are for a Cull Morgan dollar, which is probably what they'd call this one. They might even call it worse than Cull. But they'll probably ask about 30 bucks or so for it. And that's just too much to be paying for them. I totally agree with that part. But, all right, let's take this one in, for instance. It's a 1921. And it's not really, there's no damage to speak of on it, really. I don't see any big ring dings or nothing like that. So this particular coin, when I bought it, I think it might have been $24. Well, I do take that back. There's a little damage. Right up there, it's scratched. But not much. Now, when you're doing a treasure chest challenge and you're trying to throw a bunch of coins in it, and the first week you're doing it in January, early this year, you come across one like this peace dollar. It's worn really bad. It was $16. I mean, and then this one, which is worn a little bit less, was $17. So I was sitting there thinking, well, I could buy a bunch of dimes, probably pay $2 a piece for them, which would be more expensive than what these were, because you have to buy 10 dimes to get the same face, but even at that, they're not the same weight because there's a little bit more silver in these silver dollars than a dollar's face of the regular 90%. Because these are like 0.77 ounces of silver in this. It's 90%, and the rest is copper, pretty much. So that's the thing. Yeah, $30, no. But I don't feel like I overpaid paying like $20 for one like this. I mean, it's not good, and it's not going to go up in value at all unless silver goes up a lot more. I mean, if silver was to make it to $35, $40, I could probably turn around and sell these for more than what I paid for them. And I would probably be able to sell them at the price I paid for them. And I'm not looking to make a lot of money on this kind of coin. You're not going to. Now, he did mention buying some a little bit nicer looking coins. Because a lot, like he said, a lot of these Morgan dollars were dropped into, vault bags, $1,000 vault bags, stuck in a vault somewhere, and never saw the light of day. So let's see if I can't find a really nice looking Morgan dollar in this box. Stuff, which is one of these kind of boxes. I got some peace dollars in it and some Morgan dollars. So we'll pull out this one because this one kind of looks nice. Got some chatter, but they usually do. Now, when I bought this, it's $35. It's better than Cull. And if I can get the light to hit it, you can still see mint luster on this. So this coin is probably extra fine at the worst. And it might even be AU. It's probably not uncirculated or mint state, because it looks like a little bit of wear across the hair. So it saw something, but not much. Now, let's go back a little bit further. And if you do want to buy a Morgan dollar that's graded, this particular year would probably be one of the easiest to find. The 1881S, a lot of them are graded mint state. Each point along the way, mint state 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. And they'll probably cost you about $70 if they're graded. But this one, cheek is rounded. It's not worn flat. It's not worn at all. So $33 for it's a very common date one. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can see the mint luster on the back of this coin. So yeah, I wouldn't pay $33 for a worn out one, but one that's like that, I'd probably pay $33 for. Well, I did, and I'll probably do it again. Now, he did mention some that are better dates. Well, this one's a little bit better date in mint state, because they threw all these out to circulation, and very few of them survived in mint state. This one's probably maybe fine. It wasn't $35 either. It was in a bag with a bunch of other ones. And the 84S, once you get into mint state 65, and I wrote down some of these for you. 84S in mint state 65, graded $240,000 rough value estimate. The 93S is the really hard one. They only made 100,000 that year, so it's a very low mintage to begin with. Maybe half of them are still around. Mint state 65, $725,000. It's not a coin for the weak, the ones who ain't got no money. You got to be rich to buy a coin like that. Now let's go back to peace dollars. So I do have a pretty nice looking 35S here. And $40 might have been slightly over. But you can kind of tell this one, when I get the light to hit it, it's got mint luster on it. It's pretty nice. But yeah. So the whole point of this is, if they're Culls like these, beat up, worn flat, yeah, you don't want to pay much for them. And with recent price rise in silver to over $23 an ounce, $20 is not too bad, because the melt on these is, you're going to pay a little premium to buy silver no matter what. But the melt on these would probably be around $17.50. I just looked earlier, but these are worn a little bit more, so there's a bit less silver in them. But anyway, that's what I have to say. I agree. No, not $30 for these. You shouldn't pay $30 for these. But if you can find them for $20, you're way below what the online dealers want you to pay for them, because they're not going to sell them for less than about $35 for a lot of them. I mean, I did look at Amex. They had a spot that said worse than Cull, and it said as low as $24.99. But to get that price, you have to buy 500 of them. They may not have 500. So it's $25.99 to buy 1 to 20 of them. And unless you order enough to get the free shipping, you'll pay shipping plus credit card charges and stuff. So yeah, that's where we stand on this. You don't want to pay $30 for these, but if they're in a little bit better shape, or it's a little bit better year coin in terms of how few were minted, like, let's go back here. In peace dollars, the 34S in mint state is a pretty expensive coin. Worn like this, it's not. It's worn a little, probably take it down to about fine maybe. But $29. The coin guides for good on this particular one is higher than that, because they didn't make a whole lot that year. They made just over $1 million, which is a pretty good number. But all the later date peace dollars after 26, the 27, the 28, the 34, and the 35 ones are real low mintages. None of them reached over 2 million. So you got to keep that in mind too. Some of them are a little bit, expensive because they didn't make very many. But let's go ahead and show him one that I bought recently in the last 2 years. Let's see if I can find it. It's a common date one. When I bought it, he only asked $19. Now this one's pretty much a blazer. You can see a lot of mint luster on it. So I don't think $19 is too bad. And I don't know what they would ask for this today. Probably nearly $30, which, that might be too much, but I do like silver dollars. But this kind, very low price. Don't pay much for a worn one, because they're not going to really go up in value, unless, like he was saying, silver will go up to $35, $40 an ounce. Then this will go up a little bit. But even at that price, I probably wouldn't pay more than about $25 if silver was $35 for one of these. Anyway, that is my video about this. My response to Addicted to Minis and loving it.